One final very important audio expression in Bitwig Studio is of course stretch. This is about the stretch markers. We need those stretch markers. We all know them by now from a couple other DAWs, of course. And don't get them confused with these onset markers. These are not the stretch markers because they are in the bottom of the window. We get two stretch markers by default, one at the start, one at the end. And if I would, for example, grab this one and pull it all the way to the left, I'm now time stretching the audio event. I can also add my own stretch markers wherever I want, of course, but Bitwig Studio will also give me suggestions on where to put these. Those are the white stretch markers that appear when I hover my mouse over certain areas. Those could be useful points for new stretch markers. But like I said, we can of course place new ones anywhere we like. Like over here, there are no suggestions, but I just double click and there's a new stretch marker. I can move it around like this on the grid. It snaps to the grid. Right? Which again, of course, is governed by these grid settings. But there's a very fast way to override that. Simply hold the Shift key and you'll be able to move it any place you like without the grid. Right? Let me undo this one. Sometimes it can be useful to have three stretch markers, of course, one in the middle, one to the left, and one to the right of it, because sometimes you want to make sure that when I move this stretch marker, these two transients around it will not be moved. And a very fast way to add three of these markers is by holding the Option key and hovering over this place. And I get three suggestions now for new stretch markers. And the way to actually add all three of them is now simply go ahead and move the middle one to where you want it. You know you're going to do it anyway, so why not do it in one fast sweep? So if I now move this middle one, I get these two extra stretch markers, one to the left, one to the right. Okay, so that allows me to move the middle one without disturbing the two transients around it. I hope I was able to distinguish between the stretch markers for you and the onset markers. These are only used to identify the transients in your audio, and the stretch markers you use to actually, time stretch, right? So that is the stretch expression.